You deserve love just as much as anybody else. Now, that was the download that I got this morning, and I just wanted to confirm that with my beautiful spirit message cards that I have. And literally, the card that came out, such a confirmation, so beautiful. I love the magic of the universe. But it is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out, it comes back to you with a little conscious effort and on your part. That happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. And the song that is tied to this is literally called Know That You Are Loved by Cleo Sol. Absolutely beautiful. I've been hearing this song for the past couple of days now. So anyway, let's dive in and find out what is going on with you, and if there is somebody in your heart that is attached to you, we'll dive into them too. But I really just want to focus on you guys for this morning here, and see what's happening. All right, so what is this beautiful collective going through? But the message is that know that you are loved, 111, and that you deserve love just as much as everybody else, okay? Don't forget that. All right. What are you guys going through currently? Balance, okay, so centered, meditate, integrating, going with the flow. Maybe this is something that you are consciously trying to make a change with. Have you noticed, maybe you're going to the beach a lot more, or getting yourself out in nature, finding time for yourself to kind of bring yourself back into center. Because when we choose ourselves and we put ourselves first, that is the first part of being able to love ourselves. We can't love anybody else until we love us first. And I know that sounds so cliche, and that's what everybody always says, but it's true. I always say this, especially when it comes to parents too, it took me a really long time to be able to figure this out for me. But if I don't look after myself, how can I be the best mum, the best holistic therapist, the best whatever, I can be if I'm not looking after myself first? That is truly the act of love, self-love. Once you value you and really appreciate you for who you are and look after your soul and mind and body and spirit from the inside out, then people will come in. Because this collective, you guys, you do deserve love. I feel like this, I'm speaking like this, I think, because you guys are currently going through a shift right now. I think this is kind of, it's either in your awareness or it's maybe the little bit of a push that you need to get you to start choosing yourself a little bit more, okay? So by putting yourself first, even if it's just half an hour a day or whatever you can, I get it. I was working 2 jobs, planning a wedding, studying, looking after 2 kids under 5, all in 1 year. We can find time. It's tough. I wish I had of back then. All right. It's for your own well-being. That year, for me, was the toughest year of my life. And I suffered greatly because of it. I ended up with migraines for about 2 years, nearly 2 years straight, because I put my body under that much stress trying to achieve that much. There's a reason why I'm sharing all this with you guys today. So you could be focusing as well on a soulmate, twin flame here, love, and that's exactly right. I think this collective, you guys, you do really want to have love in your life, but it's about finding that within you first. You could, side note, be seeing swans everywhere to tie you to this reading too. Like pairs of them, just like this. So red or black or white. Can you get red swans? No. Definitely somebody on your mind is collective. I can feel the yearning for it, Yeah, current focus, current current focus here for you guys. Illumination, self-discovery, soul spark. Could be upgrading your light codes at the moment. So going through some ascensions if you are on the spiritual or twin flame journey here. This collective, I feel like I'm picking up on a new collective here. I think you guys, you've either just come into kind of contact with somebody who you may believe is your twin flame. Let me just tune in a little bit more. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So I just got confirmation from my spirit team as well. So this collective, you guys, this is your first round of kind of, let's say, separation. I like to call it the growth phase, okay? But this has hit you like a ton of bricks. This person, you've just had someone come in and out of your life and you're just like, what the hell happened here? Where has this person gone? Like, why do I feel this way? And I get it with this song. This person has just, I'm hearing, just been through like a whirlwind in your life and just torn you apart. Oh my goodness, too many. But and now I've got here, so hidden things, the unknown. You're wondering where the hell is your person gone, because no doubt what has happened between you guys, it was beautiful connection, thought things were going great, and then boom, something has happened and the veils have come on, and now this person has either disappeared or is just gone completely, I'm just going to say avoidant. They've turned the other way and you don't understand why. And I feel like you guys here are, this collective, you guys, you've heard about twin flames. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just kind of started popping up on your feed. Maybe you've heard other people talking about twin flames and now you're wondering whether you're in a twin flame connection, okay? You're looking up, trying to find out more information. I am a twin flame consultant, guys, so if that is something that you want some help with and mentor to, please book in for a free breakthrough consult. All right, and help you guys out. But this is, you're trying to gain knowledge. You're trying to figure out whether this is in fact a twin flame, a karmic connection, or and learn more about the journey. What else? And I think that you are trying your gosh darn hardest here to keep it together right now. I just want to dive in and find out a little bit about your connection here to tie you to this reading, okay? So what is the connection between these two? What's just happened? I think this person has left you bamboozled here, to be honest. 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords here, painful endings. What's happened in the past, though? I think you haven't had any clarity whatsoever, and that's what it is. It really does feel like you've had the rug pulled from underneath you, and you're like, where have they gone? Why are they so different now? It's just something you don't understand why. Why is this happening? Especially I think it was like a nice playful connection when you guys were in connection with each other, like nice and harmonious, different, because I just heard, like a fish out of water. So it was something that you hadn't experienced before here. Very playful with the Page of Cups. What else? I just heard it felt like home. Person felt like home to you. You could have had that feeling of, it felt like you'd known this person for lifetimes, or just maybe you also, side note, as a detail here, maybe you did know this person when you were a child. That's the thing, like when you truly are on the twin flame divine counterpart journey, most people I find, have had some sort of interaction well before you guys actually do properly meet each other. you know, it's like your worlds collided, whether you kind of knew it or not. But it's just, again, confirmation, like this person made you feel in a way that you've never felt before. It really, you know, it brings out that inner child in you, because what twin flames, if you really are on the twin flame journey here, divine counterpart journey, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to bring back some sort of familiarity here from when you were a child. That love, that unconditional love, that companionship. It's supposed to bring that out of you to crack you open. Oh, confirmation. 2 of Cups. What about it though? Unified love. This felt like heaven on earth is what I'm hearing here. Mutual attraction. It was just instant chemistry. Best friends. But then it all started to fall apart here. Poor planning. Lack of confidence. And a little bit foolish. I think you guys are feeling a little bit foolish now for kind of falling for somebody so hard. It's all part of the journey. It really is. It's all part of the journey. But I feel like this person here, I just heard non-committal. That's what happens though, you know, when you get to that point where you guys have gotten to know each other enough, and kind of that, you get that change within you, and it's like, oh my God, it's called soul recognition. It's like where you guys finally kind of understand who you are to one another. That's when the veils come on, okay? That's when the veils come on, and one becomes the runner, so to speak, and one becomes the chaser, the avoidant, the anxious attachment, or fearful avoidant, okay? Because they also have anxious attachment tendencies. So it's also really important, if this is you, or just for anybody in general, really learn your attachment style, okay? Anybody who has had an experienced trauma within their lives, there's going to be some sort of attachment issues. So there is an amazing lady on TikTok called Dr. Sarah, the Love Doc. She really does go into a lot of detail when it comes to attachment styles. There's a dismissive avoidant, there's a fearful avoidant, there's anxious attachment, and then there's another one for the anxious attachment too. So please go ahead and like figure out what category you fall in, because honestly, the sooner that you guys figure this stuff out, the quicker you can move along. All right. I feel like, honestly, part of my mission here, or at the moment, is to help you guys speed up this process. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be arduous. You don't have to go through so much pain and treachery. But if you figure this stuff out and get on top of it sooner rather than later, you are gonna save you a long time of heartache. Okay? Sorry, I have to say that. I have to say it. What else? Yeah, because this is what you're sitting in right now. This is what you're sitting in right now. Heartbroken. It's like someone has died. And I get it. It does feel like it, and you can suffer grief to that extent with somebody who's living as well. Grief is grief. You still go through the 5 stages, whether they're, gone or not. What else? And then lack of direction, procrastination. I feel like, this is just what's happened. This is just confirmation about how things have ended for you. But the beautiful thing about it is that if this is you and this is what you're currently sitting in, and you can't bring yourself to function, you're going through that dark night of the soul, that really depressive state, it's all for a purpose. It's all for a greater purpose. And I know how much pain you guys are going through right now. but there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. There's definitely a lot of beautiful techniques that you guys can use to be able to help get yourself out of this. But honestly, one of the biggest things I can recommend is just feel it. Cry. Let those tears flow, okay? Cry in the shower. Do whatever you need to do to be able to release it, because not only is it the emotion that you're feeling for this person that you're releasing, but it's also all those years of pent up trauma, pent up just issues that you've been going through. It is your body's way of finally starting to release all that emotion. And the more you allow yourself to do that and really feel it and breathe it and live it, the easier it'll become and the quicker that you can be able to get yourself out of that. If this is something that you want help with though, please book in with me, because that is just the start of the things that I can do to help you guys. All right, so that's kind of what's been going on and what you're currently feeling. All right, let's go through and find out what your person is going through here. Now, I just want to explain to you guys, because I feel like I am talking to a very, very brand new collective that really doesn't know too much about the twin flame journey at all. So also what happens is when you go into this first part of growth phase, separation, growth phase, because you guys, especially the feminine, you guys grow so much during this. What can happen is, especially if they're a dismissive avoidant and that's their attachment style, when you guys kind of first separate, I'm going to be honest here, because the more you understand about this, the easier it'll be for you. There is a huge sense of relief that this person has, because what has happened to them while you've clicked on and gone, oh my God, like, this person is so special to me. Your person has also understood that too, but what it's done is it's scared the living daylights out of them, and then they feel like they're suffocating and that there's all this pressure that's coming down on them. And so in order to be able to alleviate that pressure, that's why they move away, that's why they pull back. And so at first they actually feel relief, because they're feeling like they've got some air again that they can breathe, okay? But after a while, that starts to dissipate and then their actions change. But for right now, before I even tap into them, I just want you guys to know that that is honestly one of the biggest things that happens as soon as you guys go into your no contact growth phase, okay? All right, what is your person going through? I need to keep an eye on the time as well. Okay. All right, what's this person going through? Yeah, so this person's just thrown themselves straight into work. And that's what they do as well. They throw themselves into things that they can control in order to be able to essentially forget, to be able to push down, diminish what they're feeling. They'll throw themselves into other things. They'll throw themselves into work, family, other relationships, whatever they can do, gym. Like, they do this in order to be able to not feel the weight of what is really going on between you two. What else is this person going through? Hang on. I love these cards, but they're a little bit hard to shuffle. What's this one here? Volatile situations. So they're avoiding the hornet's nest, so to speak, because what happens is when they're going through this, it is their body's emotion. They turn into and experience that flight or fight or freeze. It's the freeze or the flight mode. It feels like they're unsafe. And so this is their body's emotions trying to protect them, is what is happening here. So what do? They disconnect. Doesn't make it right, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand kind of what is going on here, because the more you understand it, the easier it's going to be for you guys. What else is this person going through though? So longing, desire, magnet attraction. They're aware of the attraction. They're trying to avoid it right now. It's not that they don't feel it, okay, guys? And this is what I need you to know. But if you really, truly are on this journey, and this is the first time that you're experiencing this, there is a lot that needs to happen before union can even come in, okay? Before you and your person will be together forever. So much. And I'm not trying to deter you, but I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to give you guys real, honest, raw advice to help you. Yes, this can be a love of a lifetime and it's nothing like you've ever felt before, but honestly, the quicker that you can get to work on yourself and heal out your trauma and get on your mission, because it's not just about having somebody by your side. If you're truly on the twin flame divine journey here, you have a mission here on earth to make the place a better place. Help people. That's your role. And until you are living and breathing that and doing that every day, this is just a distant memory. And yes, this person will come in and out of your life, but you don't even have a shot with it until you're doing your purpose. You don't have to be reading tarot. You don't have to do that. Every person, every journey, every wave is different. You guys, this is your first no contact growth phase. That's what I'm going to call it. No contact growth phase. You guys are in wave 4. Completely different mission to what the wave 3 is. So wave 3 started in 2019 until 2024. And this was the real kind of, I guess, like witchy poo, so to speak. You know, the tarot people, psychic mediums really delve into, you know, being on social media, really promoting the journey here. And then the wave before, that was different again. This is something different. But at the end of the day, your mission, regardless of what wave you're in, you're here to help the new earth. And this is all going to sound completely woo-woo. You're here to help earth change for the better. Help humanity change for the better. Help people to become the best versions of themselves. Help heal from trauma and show people how unconditional love changes people. Once you truly understand that, things start to shift, okay? What else is this person going through? Wow, okay. Agreement, next level, partnership. One more for that. There's a lot of love on the table here for this person. Steady, straightforward. I'm just going to split this for a sec. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this, please? Okay, it's confirmation that I have. All right, thank you. So at the moment, if you're just new to following me as well, us as readers, whenever we sit in our chairs, whenever we're doing our recordings, everything we say is for a reason. It all ties into other stuff during our readings as well. And so there's a reason why I said that at the moment, you know, what can happen is they throw themselves into other types of relationships, easier relationships that aren't as deep. They are just surface level. They're easy breezy, beautiful, kind of just carefree. That it's non-reactive, okay? Types of relationships. At the moment, I've got to be honest with you guys, because that's the kind of person I am here. This person is, unfortunately, at this point in time, really trying to throw themselves into new situations here when it comes to love. Doesn't make it right, but it is part of the journey, okay? Yeah. Doesn't mean that this person doesn't think about you and doesn't miss you, but at the moment, the pain that they're experiencing, it's too overwhelming for them to handle. They have a lot of work that they need to do on themselves. They need to learn about their attachment style and which category that they fall into here and why they do the things that they do. Now, I'm not saying for you to reach out and say to your person, hey, learn about your attachment style. It's not about that. Both of you go into no contact growth phases and you both do it at your own page, at your own level and your own timeline. But the feminine or the 5D, so the person who is the spiritually awakened one, does lead the way. You guys lead the way emotionally, spiritually. So the quicker that you can start to nut this stuff out, the more that it pulls them along, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. But if you want some help, if you want some guidance, if this is you and you've got no idea what's going on, please book in for the free breakthrough consult with a link in my bio. Okay, guys, this is what I do. All right, well, sending you guys much love and welcome to the journey. Okay, guys, have a good day.